This conference will now be recorded.
Guys, good morning. So yesterday we saw variables and how to assign value to variables and how to do operation on the assigned variable and how to update the variables. Guys, actually, the other members are having problem with the link. Let me ping the link in WhatsApp. Let's wait 5 more minutes for them to join. So guys, let's start the session. Let me share my screen. So yesterday we were saying what is variable and what is values and how to assign value to a variable and how to do operation on that variable. Uh, so so we saw like giving some name to the variable ABC and then assigning value and then printing it. So now the other way, today we will see other way to assign variable. I can assign values of three variable in single go. For example, so I'm giving name of three variables and I'm giving 1, 3, 1. So now let me print the value of output of Khaleesi. So it's showing as 1. So I just gave some comma to separate the variables and also to separate the value. So the first value is assigned to first variable, second is assigned to second, third is assigned to third. So when I give dragon, it's showing me 3. So you can assign multiple variables, you can assign multiple values to multiple variables in a single line also. So now let me give, so I have given dragon is equal to dragon plus Khaleesi. Now I want to print dragon. So guys, what's the output would be for this? Okay,
4.
yeah. So it's 4, correct. So now I'm going to print a student detail. Let me show how to print all the student details. So as far as we have seen, I just gave directly the variable name, it is printing the output. This is only we can do in REPL, that is inside the Python sh- uh, shell area. But when you write a code, when you write some code in the form of when you write a program, you will be saving that program file as some name.py. Py stands for Python. And when you write it here, no, you cannot directly give the variable name. It will not print the value directly. So there I will be using print command. I have to use print, and in the open and close bracket, I have to give the variable name. So print will not, what it will do, it will just print the value of this variable. Whatever the value it has, it will print. So let me print hello. So it is telling it couldn't find the variable hello. But I want to print hello. So here I am giving the value in double quotes. So now it's printing hello, right? The difference is whenever you give a name, a string without any single or double quotes, it consider it as a variable and it goes and searches whether such variable is already created or not. So it couldn't find for hello, variable hello. So it is throwing an error that hello is not defined because we have not defined it before. So this is called defining a variable. When you give a name and then assign some value, then it's called definition. But here I have given in the double quote. So Python now knows that this is not variable, but this is a value. We are giving a value directly, so we have to print the value directly. This is not variable. So here it's not going and searching for hello. So whatever you are giving inside the double quote, it directly printing it. Okay. So now um, I want to create a student profile. Okay. So I'm creating a variable called name and giving a value. I'm giving John. So whenever I give number, I'm not giving in double quotes because number it knows it we need not give it in double quotes. It directly goes and saves there. But when you give any string, any alpha character, you have to give in double quotes because with number you will not give any space. For example, if I have to give age, it will be like a number, continuously numbers will be there, either integer or with decimal point you are going to give some float. But name, it's possible to have like this, right? Name equal to, I know, Gopinath. So here there is a possible of giving space, right? So that is why we are giving in inside double quotes, so that Python knows that whatever comes inside this double quotes is a name, it's a alpha string, and it consider even the space. So it is, see, it is printing even with the space. That with a number, you need not give it in double quotes. Then height equal to 6.2. So here we can say Python is case sensitive because I have given this name and this name are same. Only just the in the first letter, the initial of the word is in capital. So this is considered as different and this is considered as different variable. So let me here I have printed name, right? And I see whatever I have given here is printed here. Now let me try to print this, that is without any capital letter in it. So it is going to give John as output. So it is case sensitive. Whatever case you are giving, the same case you have to use when you want to fetch the data from the variable. And then I am giving if student equal to true. So till now we have created variable and we assigned value to those variable. Okay. Now I'm going to print the values. So let me print name as I'm Jen, then giving comma, then I'm giving name. So what I'm doing here is I wanted a line which should have this printed, the whatever I've given in the double quotes, it should be printed. And also I want a variable value. So the variable is name and John. I want John to be printed. So if I'm giving something in double quotes and again I'm calling one more variable, then in that case you have to use comma. So here you can see whatever I've given inside the double quotes is printed here, name is, and then since I've given a space, you see a space, and then it goes and checks for the variable name and it could find John, so it is printing here John. So if you are using your own content, value, and also variable, you have to separate it with comma, and this should be in the double quotes or single quotes. And so I have print whatever is given here is getting printed and then followed by space and then the value of this variable age is printed. So now I want to print like this. For example, print. So here this is variable because it's not inside double quotes or single quotes. So John, and then I'm giving in double quotes I'm printing this. I apostrophe is ages. So it is printing that and followed by a variable. So here I'm concatenating. Concatenating is nothing but adding one after the other. So here I'm concatenating variable with some content and also the variable. So it is printing in this way. John's age is 30. So you can use multiple variable and also the content in one single print function. So this is called function. So whenever um, you have some keyword and followed by open and close bracket, that is called function. So this is like a inbuilt function which is created by Python itself. So they have created this function so that whatever you give inside the function, it gets printed. Now let me update the let me update. So age equal to age plus 1. So let me see what is the output. So age is now 31. I can do it in another way also. I can give age plus equal to 1. So which is nothing but this indirectly translate as age equal to we have given plus, right? So age equal to, and then again this whole thing is followed age plus, and then whatever comes after 1 is getting. So age plus equal to 1 is nothing but age equal to, and then age plus 1. So this is the shortest form of writing this age equal to age plus 1. Print the value of age. Now it is updated from 31 to 32. Okay. So let me print. So here it's fetching since the memory it erased 30 and then updated 31. Then again later after this command it erases 31 and updates it to 32. So since age has only 30, not 30 or 31, it is fetching the value and that's the recent updated is 32. It is printing it here. Let me do one thing. I'll print. So here I'm not giving any comma. See here it's telling invalid syntax. Because either you should give the content inside the double quote so that it will directly print, otherwise it will expect comma after the end of double quotes. So since I'm not giving it here, it is clearly telling perhaps you forgot a comma. Now let me do one more thing. I'm directly doing the operation here inside. So updated ages and then followed by age plus 1. So now the age, the recent most value of the age is 32. It is now getting updated to 33. All right, any doubt? How to remove space? Okay, actually there is no option to remove space. In other languages, you have to specify space directly if you want space after this. But with Python, even though you don't give any space, a space is getting added. Okay. So now, till now we saw how to create a variable and then how to assign a value and then update the variable and update it directly inside the print function. So now if I give age, what would be the value of age? Guys, please guess. What is the value of age now? 33. Okay. Okay. Only three people are listening. Only four people. I see nearly 13 members in this session. Okay. So Shreya, you are telling 34, right? The 34, could you tell me? Shreya, you can unmute yourself.
It is 33 actually.
Okay. So you are telling it as 33, not 34. Okay. So most of the people are telling it is 33, but the value is 32. Only few members have said 32. So why it is 32, not 33? Can somebody explain? Because the majority answer is
Yes,
33.
because we have written in the print command age plus 1. We did not say age
Mm-hmm.
equal to age plus 1. So age is the same. It's the updated age 33 that we are printing, but we are not assigning it.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Correct. Thanks,
So the
Divya.
age will remain same as previous.
Correct. So, guys, 1 minute. I'll explain. So, yesterday I have mentioned whenever you create a variable, for example, you're telling age equal to 1, or for example, age equal to 30. Now, what happened inside the memory? 30 is getting assigned to age, correct? Because the assignment operator here. So this value is now the variable is created. It will check whether the variable is already available in memory. If not, it will go and create a variable in a memory, and then it sees what is the value after assignment. So it goes and assigns like this, and then name equal to John. So now what it does, it's create a variable name and then it says value John. So now again I'm giving age equal to age plus 1. So age equal to age plus 1. In this case, what it does is it wanted to it knows it wanted to update age. It sees if the variable is already available. Okay, the variable is already available. It's not going to create a new variable, and it sees age equal to age plus 1. Now it again is going to check what is the value of this variable age. 30. 30 plus 1, so 31. This operation now indirectly becomes 31, correct? This is nothing but 30 plus 1, 31. Now, after adding this up, it is going to assign this 31 to the variable 30, correct? It does action on the right hand side and then it assigns it to the left hand side. So here it is 31. Now, age plus equal to 1, which is equal to age plus 1. This is how we shortly write this line as age plus equal to 1. Okay. So again, what it does, indirectly it goes and does this evaluation. So age plus 1, age is 31 now, 31 plus 1 is 32, and then later it has to assign because you have a equal to assignment operator. So it is going to assign this value inside this variable. So it is going to the memory and it is going to erase 31 and replace with 32. Now print. So now print function. What is going to do is after print whatever given in the double quotes, it's going to print. Okay. So it is going to print, and then after comma, this is variable. It knows it's a variable. So it is 30. What is the value now? 32. 32, and it sees a plus 1. So it is 32 plus 1. Then what it does, it calculates 32 plus 1, which is printing it here. But here we are not assigning this 33 to age, correct? We are not assigning 33 to age. For example, let me show one more. Um, so now you know age is 32. I'm telling updated age equal to age plus 1. Okay. Now I am going to print this updated age. So it is 33 because it is 32 plus 1. So age now. if I try to print age, what would be the value?
32.
Because here we are updating and assigning age, but we are not assigning it to age. We are not updating this particular variable. We just using the value of this variable here in this but we are not updating this variable. Similarly, here we are just using the value of this variable, but we are not updating it, modifying it. We're just using it, so it gets printed like this. So here, since there is no assignment thing, it is not going to go to the memory and change. It's just using the 32 and replace it here and shows you the output. That's all. There's any doubt? Because majority of the people have said 33. I wanted to know if those who said 33 now understand why is it 32. Is it clear? Shall I proceed? Okay. Okay, so till now we have seen what is variable and how to assign value and how to modify the variable, but and how to use a variable without modifying it. I want a different value, different output, but without modifying this variable. I'm just operating something on that and printing it here. So we have seen all this now. So this is a name we are giving to the variable, right? We have some restrictions in naming. For example, and before that, I want to mention one more thing. So we are telling age equal to age plus 1, right? And it is working properly. The value also is getting updated and saved into age. When I give age, it is going to give 33. But for example, let me give age 34, 35. So you can give space without space. Anything is fine. Okay. Okay, now, yeah, as I said, you have some naming restriction. There are some rules to name your variable in Python. So, the thing is, you can give some, it can be of any length, and the variable name should, we have given only the string, right? Alphabets. It's a combination of alphabets, A, G, E. So you can give alphabets, and it must not start with underscore age equal to 2, but actually it will throw error if you do this. Here it's giving you output, but when you write your program, you cannot do that. You cannot give underscore, and you cannot give the space also while you write the program. Here in terminal it is working fine, but there it would create an issue. So here it cannot start with, sorry, it can start with underscore. Sorry, guys. It can start with underscore, but it cannot start with numeric value to age equal to 4. So again, it's telling invalid. You cannot start with number, but you can start with underscore, or you can start, this is possible, and this is possible. This is possible. This is also possible. Age 2, for example, age 2 equal to 7. This is also, it can have numeric value inside the name can have numeric value in it, but it cannot start with the numeric value. Okay, and the second rule is it can have only letters and then numbers and then underscore. Okay, but it cannot have any other special character like at ash. This is not possible. So let me give hey at equal to 3. It is going to, hey is not defined, so it is not going to work. You cannot have any start from underscore, and you can start with underscore, you can start with letter, but not with a number. but the number can be at the, I mean, after first character you can have number. So A to GE to GE. So this is working. Only the first character should not be number, and first character can be underscore and can be alphabet, and the whole combination can be alphanumeric and underscore. No other special character is allowed. And you also know that it is case sensitive. So name equal to 4, name equal to 4 are different. So name equal to 5. Now if I print this, it will give 5. If I print this, it will give 4. So they are different. If you have some uppercase, then it is considered as a different variables. So cats is not equal to cats. Okay. And cats is not equal to cats. So this is different, this is different. This is different and this is different. This is different from this, and this is also different from this. Okay. So these are the 3 rules. Okay. And so the first rule is variable must start with letter or underscore, not with number. And then the rest of the name must contain only letter, number, or underscore. So cat 2 is okay, but hey at U is not okay. Okay. And then names are case sensitive. These are the 3 rules we have for naming a variable. And there are some naming convention we usually follow in any application. So for example, here all the variable are one word, right? Age, name. So if I wanted to do, for example, I want one or more word, more than one word. In that case, for example, is student. I said no, is student. Already we have used this. So here I am using underscore in between 2 words so that it is only one single variable, because if I give a space student, so here it considered as this is separate variable and this is separate, and it gets confused. There is no comma also variable separator, but if you are giving this is equal to true, so Python cannot identify what is this. So if you have 2 words in your variable name, then you have to give with is student equal to true. Okay. And this is called snake case. Snake case means one word followed by underscore and followed by another word followed by underscore. Is Python student So this is called snake case. So this is how we use if we have to define a variable, name a variable with more than one word in it. There is another case that is called camel case. So it student equal to true. This is called camel case. So upper and then, sorry, lower and then upper. Because if I give a student, right? So some people will understand is student, or some people will read it as is to. They will not know that from this is one word and this is the next word. They will not know that. So to make it readable, more readable, we are using snake case and also camel case. So this is how we usually name the variable. And let's now go to data types. We have seen what all the data types we have. One minute, I have to add this content also. Okay, we have seen how to name a variable and also naming convention. Now we are going to see data type. So we have few data types have said boolean, integer, and then string, and then float. So these are called types, type of a variable. So why do you have some type of variable? Type of a student. So it is telling boolean because we have given true. So why do we have type of variable is because there is always a memory issue in any programming language. We have to use a memory properly because in when you write a program, you will be creating multiple variable, you will be modifying multiple variable. So it has to use a memory to store all the data when during the runtime. So to save the space, they have given a category for a call data type integer and float. So for example, integer, they know there is no decimal point. So the number of bytes allocated to the memory is lesser than float. So here, this is memory, right? It is having a name and then it is storing some value. So only if, for example, if 2 byte is allocated for this to store this value, and if you have age equal to 32.000, here it will allocate 4 byte because it knows that after decimal point there are many other numbers, so it allocates 4 byte for this. So if it knows what the type is, based on that, it manages the memory on its own. We need not do anything for memory management. It takes care of its own. So that is why we have different types of data type. One is integer, we already saw, and float, and then String is nothing but this one, characters. And then we also have one more data type called list and also dictionary. So this is a vast topic we will see in future, because this list and dictionary alone will take multiple classes to understand. But for to I'll give a brief about list and dictionary here. So string is nothing but a sequence of character. List is nothing but ordered sequence of value. So for example, 1 comma 2 comma 3, this is a list. This is one list, and this is another list. So for example, if I'm having a list of student names, for example, so this is list. Okay. So this is how we have to give it in open bracket, square bracket, and then for each value should be separated by comma. So this is considered a value 1 and this is considered value. And we have dictionary key. So we have one more data type called dictionary, which is nothing but key value. So for example, if you open a dictionary, you would see there will be a word and followed by there will be a colon, colon, and then followed by a meaning of that. So that is why a name dictionary is given, because we are going to give key and then value. So it looks like this in curly braces. So it's like this. So here, this is a name of all the students in particular class. But here, this is the data of one particular student in a class. So what is the name of that particular student and gender and age, followed by etc., address, all those things. So this is how you store if you want to store value of one particular student in dictionary format. And if you want to know the list of students and their name, then you have to go for list data type. Okay. So these are the data types we have in Python. So these are the data types: Boolean, integer, string, list, and dictionary. These are the available data types in Python. And next thing what we are going to say is dynamic typing. So Python is a dynamic typing language. So what dynamic typing is? Let me create a variable called a, and then let me give true. So what is the data type of this variable a? Okay. Rajita is telling it's Boolean. So let's see. Type of A. Yeah, it is Boolean. Now I'm going to use the same variable. And then now I'll update the variable. So what is the type of A now? Okay. So now the type is string. So the same variable I'm initially assigning some boolean, and then later I'm assigning string, and later I can assign some number also. So in this case, the type of a variable is keep changing. It's when I give the value hello world, it goes and updates the type of the variable also. Here it automatically we see the type is changed to string. We didn't do anything to know the we didn't inform Python in any other way that please go and change the value variable, type of this variable A, because I'm going to store string now. We didn't say anything. Automatically it does that. So based on the value we are assigning, it changes the type of a variable. So this is called dynamic typing. Dynamically, it changes the type. So now we will see for string. So I'm going to create a string one. So this name is as per the Python's naming rule. Is this right or wrong? str underscore one. Okay, they are telling it is correct. Let me see. String equal to, yeah, it didn't throw any error. And when I try to print, it is printing. So I have given I love baking, and there is a space between the words also. So this is saved as string, and I have given in double quotes. So now let me try in single quotes. There is no error. And then let me try to print. So it is printing the same thing. Even though we give double quotes or single quotes, it's considered same. Let me try one more thing. I'm opening with double quote and ending with single quotes. Now it is going to throw an error because it is opened with double quotes. Now Python, what it does after reading the content in the double quotes, it's searching for the ending double quotes, but we don't. It couldn't find ending double quotes, so it is telling detected at line one. Okay, it's not telling what the issue exactly is, but it is telling the string literal is unterminated. Unterminated means it's not closed, it's not terminated. So now let's string one equal to I am Arnika's mother. So I'm opening with the double quotes and I'm also ending with double quotes. Now let's see. It is working properly. Though we have multiple single quotes inside it, it is working properly. Let's see one more example. So here it's showing error because it is reading the variable and then reading the content, and here it is going to save this I said inside the string because it is seeing the closing double quotes. But after that we have given some value, so it couldn't identify what it is, how to save that. So it is telling as invalid syntax. But in case I want double quotes inside my content, I want double quotes inside my content, what should I do? Because anyway it's not letting me to add double quotes, it's showing some error. What should I do now? Okay, so here is what we are going to a new topic called string escape. So what a string escape is, this double quote I want in my in my str2 string 2, but Python is not letting me. So I want to escape this. So I want to add this, but I don't want to confuse Python. So I want to tell Python that this is a double quote, but not the closing quote for this particular one. This is a double quote inside my content, but go further and find for closing quote. This I have to tell Python. So how do I tell that? Using string escape. So now I'm going to use same str2. I said, so here I'm giving slash. So what Python understand is whatever coming from slash no, it should consider as double quotes, not the closing quotes. So directly add it as a double quotes, and then it's going further and finding for closing quotes. It's finding closing quotes, so it's successfully saving the value into string 2. So this is called escaping a sequence or escaping a string. We always escape sequence will start with backslash. Okay. So for example, I want to print the path of my computer. So we have seen in edit environment variable. So we have seen path of Python, right? I'll copy this. I want to print this. Okay. So I'm creating a variable called path, and then in double quotes, I'm pasting it. So it actually, whenever there is a slash, what it is trying to do is it's trying to see the escape sequence. So it is either expecting double quotes. So now dot slash u, there is no such command called slash u. Slash double quotes is nothing but it has to replace with double quotes. But slash a doesn't know what is slash a, slash a capital A or slash a, capital L. But I want to print this. So what should I do is I have to escape the backslash. Previously, we were escaping the double quotes, where like we are trying to escape this double quotes. So to escape this, we are using backslash, right? So similarly, I want to escape this backslash. What should I do? I should again add backslash. I'll add backslash everywhere. So why I'm seeing error now? Could you guys could you guys tell me
Double quotes
why?
missing.
Yeah, right. So here it is not throwing any error and it is printing. And then you want to print a value into different line. For example, str
But
underscore
one
1 equal
second,
to.
like we are getting both the double quotes. Why we should get only sorry, both the backslashes slashes. Only one slash should be coming, right?
Actually, in REPL, no, in REPL it is printing like this. But when you write in program, when you write a program and you save and you print, it doesn't print double backslash.
Oh, but for the I love baking, we got only the double quotes. We didn't get the slash. Escape
Yeah, yeah.
character hasn't come.
Correct. Similarly, here also you will get only one slash only when you write the command in REPL in your scripting page. It will show like this. When you write your own program, like when you are going to write your program right inside variable.py, in that way, here it will work like as you expected. You're getting my point?
Okay, but I find like if you find in that I said backslash double quotes I love baking, the result is without any backslash. But in this case, the same we are using, right? Nothing different.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, same we are using. So this is
Hmm.
not how it usually works. So this is wrong actually.
Yeah.
In when you
Yeah.
write your code inside your Python Python
Terminal.
program, here you are going to write your program, right? If you write here, the output will be single slash only. But in
Okay.
REPL it shows as double slash. Only here it shows as double slash. But usually in programming, when you write your own program there inside and you save your program and you execute, in that case it will be only single quotes, not double quotes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Okay.
so now I want to print strings in two different line. I don't want, for example, every time we print hello world, right, it is printing in one single line, but I want in two different line. So here what I'll do, hello, I'll give slash n. Slash n means new line. N is new line. Slash n. Again, this is not actually working properly. Usually, it has to give you in two different line. So this is a problem with the REPL. Or let me do this way. Print. So now you see hello, and then in next line you see world. Similarly, let me print path. So here you see. Here you go. It's not showing double slash, right? Sirisha, you got your doubt cleared?
Yes.
Mhm. So since I'm directly printing it, even this, like how we are printing, no, like I'm just giving str1, no, this doesn't work inside the programming language. You have to give print there. Only
Instead.
in the REPL it will work. So here I have given path inside the print, and it's only escaping. This is a escaping sequence. So here when it sees first backslash, it knows that there is some unexpected special character after this, and we have to escape this. So similarly, it is escaping. And then here also it understands that it's not slash n, it's some special value or special rule is defined inside Python. So whenever it sees slash n, it will enter, it will give enter, so that the next is printed down. Whatever comes after the slash n is printed in the second line. Let me give you this escape sequence. So we have four escape sequence. We have seen everything. And single quotes, anyway, it's working fine. You need not escape it. But if you want to use double quote or slash or new line, then you have to use escape sequence. So this is how you have to give. And there is other way to escape also that we will see tomorrow. So this file, no, whatever nodes we have, I mean, whatever we did today, I have mentioned it in notes. I'll put it in some drive and I'll give you the link of that drive over WhatsApp, or otherwise I'll ask Anita to mail you the notes. So guys, whatever nodes you are getting, no, please try that in your since everybody have Python, you can open the terminal and you can do everything. Okay, so you try all these, whatever we have seen, try this, and if you face any error, let me know. because only when you practice you can understand a programming language, not just by watching. You will feel that you have understood, but when you go and write, you will see n number of syntax error because you might forget to add this comma. So please go and try. We'll see tomorrow.